Hello students, we shall continue the last part of the chapter today. Okay, so we were on chapter 13. Robin comes back for the shooting match. That is the chapter. So the last part, I hope you are remembering the story. So the last part is on page number 75. You can open the page. The stranger won the match by shooting 3 arrows in the center of the target. Center of the target means the place selected for the shooting match. Okay, his 3 arrows looked like a big arrow. So that means we can imagine that Robin was the particular man. Here it is not mentioning who it is, but the Robin we can say he was a very good shooter. The stranger took the golden arrow and walked off. Okay. Later that day, strangely dressed men hurried through the Sherwood forest. When they met together, the strangers' clothes, there were Robin Hood men in green. They talked and laughed about the great shooting match. Okay, that much we have discussed in the previous class. One man pulled off the red suit. Then he took off the patch from one of his eyes. He put his hand into his hair. I won't get this brown color out of my hair very soon. He held up Sheriff's golden arrow. The men cheered. Cheered means the men were very happy. Okay, one of the men pulled the red suit. They were dressed in red, So they took out the red suit and also patch from one of his eyes and removed that also. He put his hand to his hair. I want to get his brown color out of my hair very soon. So Robin Hood had the yellow hair. You remember now? But for the shooting match, he made it as a brown hair, so that the sheriff could not recognize fast sheriff. That was the reason he made the hair yellow. Okay, and he held the sheriff golden arrow. The men cheered and was very happy. Okay, the next page, or page number 76. That evening, the sheriff had a great feast. They enjoyed and had a great celebration. The sheriff and his men were enjoying the feast. Robin Hood must have been afraid to come, said the sheriff. I am glad to know he was afraid. So the sheriff was very happy. They did not recognize Robin Hood, no? So because of that, they told the sheriff had a party and they were gathering, eating and drinking. And also sheriff told his men that I am very happy that Robin Hood could not come to the shooting match. He is afraid of us. So then what happened? Just then something flashed over his head. An arrow flying through the open window struck the wall. A piece of paper was wrapped around it. One arrow was flashed over his head, and on that arrow something was wrapped. Wrapped means covered. The arrow was covered with a piece of paper, and with a trembling means a shivering hand, the sheriff took the paper and read. What was written there? It is written here. You can also read. Thanks for the golden arrow, dear sheriff, kind and good. The stranger dressed in dirty red was your old friend Robin Hood. So the Robin Hood has written something to the sheriff. Thank you for the golden arrow. I thank you for your golden arrow, for the gift you gave me. You have not recognized me. I was the one who is your old friend Robin Hood. You did not recognize me. I was just that stranger dressed in a dirty red. And thank you for the golden arrow. So that was the letter which he wrapped it in around the arrow and sent it. So now, who understood that Robin Hood came for the shooting match? Robin Hood finally understood that it is his old the sheriff understood that it is the Robin Hood who came for the shooting match and who won the match and took his golden arrow as the prize. Okay students, I hope you understood the story. It's a beautiful story and very simple it is. You will read, you will understand it. Okay, now we just discuss the answer the following questions. I have given you the filling the blanks. Just I will explain to you what is the question answers here. Answer the following questions. Okay. The first question. Why did the sheriff send his men again and again to the Sherwood forest? What is the reason? The sheriff sent his men again and again to the Sherwood forest. What's the reason? To find the Robin Hood. That's only one word you can find. Okay, to find the Robin Hood, he sent his men again and again to the Sherwood forest. Understood? No? Second question. What did the king ask the sheriff to do? What did the king ask the sheriff to do? You remember? What is the king asked the sheriff to do? The king asked the sheriff to see that the laws were obeyed, otherwise he would get another sheriff. If you are not following the rules and regulations and if you are not able to catch the Robin Hood, I will be changing your post as Sherwood and I will be giving another person. That is the answer, okay? The third question. What plan did the sheriff make to catch Robin? What plan did the sheriff make to catch Robin Hood? Sheriff decided to have a shooting match. He conducted a shooting match to catch the Robin Hood. Question number D. Why couldn't the sheriff and his men identify Robin Hood? Why couldn't the sheriff identify Robin Hood? What is the reason? You remember? What is the reason? Why they could not find out that it is a Robin? Because he wore a red dress and the color of his hair was brown. He wore a red dress and also he had a yellow hair, but he made it as a red. So that was the king could not, the sheriff could not recognize him, Robin. That is the changes he made when he came for the shooting match. Okay, when you read, when you learn the question answer, you understand it and learn it. Then you will not forget. Okay. So the next question: who won the shooting match? Who won the shooting match? Easy answer. No. What is the answer? Robin Hood won the shooting match. The last question is: what happened when the sheriff and his men were enjoying the feast? At last it is. When you open the last part of the lesson, you will get the answer. What happened when sheriff was having a party, a great feast at night? When the sheriff and his men were enjoying the feast, something flashed over his head, an arrow through over open window with a piece of paper wrapped around it struck the wall. So one arrow flashed over his head and a piece of paper was wrapped around it. So when he read that paper, he understood who had written and who won the match also finally. Okay students, and I will take the next page number 77. Learning grammar. Okay, we have here present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. I have got it. The sheriff has arranged this shooting match. The above two sentences express action that was started in the past and had completed in the present. This is called a present perfect tense. An action which is started in the past and still continuing and had completed in the present time. It is called a present perfect tense. And the next thing that we use has with a singular subject. Has. Singular subject. with a plural subject and plus the third form of the verb we use in the present perfect tense. Okay, he has, she has, I have, you have, they have, we have. Okay, we use have with a plural subject. A special case is there. I and you also we use. I and you also we use this have. I have, you have, we have, they have with a singular subject. She has, he has, plus the third form of the verb we use in the present perfect tense. Okay, so we can do the exercises. Exercise 3 on page number 77. Use has or have and third form of the verb. Has plus have plus third form of the verb. Has, have, third form of the verb. Present perfect tense. Okay, present perfect tense. Has or have plus third form of the verb. The first exercise. First exercise. He has done. He dashed his homework. He has done. Has is the auxiliary verb here, and do, the third form of the verb here, do. Third form of the verb do is done. Okay, do, does, done. Okay, third form of the verb is done. I dash a letter to him. I have written a letter to him. I have written a letter to him. The first one is he has done his homework. He has done his homework. The second answer is I have written a letter to him. Write. The third form of the verb is written. Write, wrote, written. Okay. You dash a mistake. You dash a mistake. Make is the auxiliary. Make is the verb here. So the third form of the verb here, made. You have made a mistake. Next one, the children have spoiled their cloth. Spoil is the verb here. The third form of the verb is spoiled. S-P-O-L-I-L-E-D. Spoiled. The children have spoiled their cloth. Next one. It dash out of order. It has gone. Go. Went. Gone. Third form of the verb is gone. Go, went, gone. So it has gone. Okay. Done is here. First one is done. The second one is wrote. R-O-T-E. Wrote. Okay. So all this comes. So once again I will repeat the same exercises on page number 3. On page number 3. Exercise. We have to use has or have plus third form of the verb. He has done his work. I have written a letter to him. You have made a mistake. The children have spoiled their cloth. It has gone out of order. All the verb is written in the bracket. You have to write down third form of the verb. So, to know the third form of the verb, we should learn the verb forms. There are 3 forms of the verb. Okay, so we have to learn the 3 forms of the verb and learn the exercises. That's all today, students. you will be writing as a homework, learning the present perfect tense, what it is, understanding it, and where we are to use the use of has and have, where we are to use has with the singular subject, have with the plural subject. Okay, and also you have to learn the verb forms and doing exercise 3 in your textbook with pencil. Thank you students for listening.